Hello, everybody. Susanna Hacker here with Welcoming Wow. I'm your vacation rental business coach, and we are here with another affiliate club interview. And today we are talking with Martins from AirDeal.io, or also known as AirDeal.io, but he'll tell you the best way to find that. So, tell us first a little bit. How did you get started in this space? What prompted you to create something like what you're going to show us later? Tell us.
Sure. Hello, everyone. So I'm Martins from AirDeal.io. So just to repeat, we at AirDeal.io, we're a tool for vacation rentals. So basically, we offer two things. We allow people to run SMS and email marketing campaigns to their past guests, since it's the cheapest way how you can get repeat bookings, increase occupancy rate. And secondly, we help people actually build up the database that they need to run these campaigns. So both of those things are important. We work on both of them. The story here is basically, it started with my brother being a vacation rental host. So over years, we were talking, I was helping him a lot. We were learning about how the vacation rental business was run. And since we have business experience in some other industries, we were a bit surprised how few vacation rental hosts and property managers actually use email and SMS marketing, which sometimes called retargeting. Because we know that some other methods like paying for Facebook ads or Instagram ads are actually really expensive, but sending an email doesn't cost you anything. So this was surprising to us, and we want to build a tool that helps out some of the guys out here making these beautiful vacation rentals.
I like how you said that. Email doesn't cost anything. Whereas, yeah, if you do the Facebook or Instagram retargeting ads, you can definitely pay a lot of money to be running those ad campaigns. Whereas if you're sending something to people who already know about you or who've already stayed in your vacation rental, it's like, hello, why wouldn't we do that? That's fabulous.
I agree. So you don't have that many options for actually adding new bookings. There are the typical options. All of them have their flaws. So there are options like working with some of the big monopolies out there, but you know that you always have to pay a fee. So basically, they're taking a part of your revenue. It's not a direct booking; it's an indirect booking, and then you can actually advertise in certain places. And then there are organic ways like building a social media presence or actually writing cool content. But there's another way that people are not, I think, are not aware of. Because imagine all of you are clients of a bank or a telco company. You receive emails from them all the time. And it might sometimes might feel a bit intrusive, but there's a reason why these big guys are doing this and why it's a common business practice. Because they know that every 100th or every 200th email they send leads to a purchase. And it's the same thing with vacation rentals. You collect 200 emails, and that's not a lot. You could basically run a lottery in your social media and collect 200 emails tomorrow if you make this lottery attractive. And you could get another booking. And if your booking costs like $500, why not do it? It's actually excellent return on investment. So I think it's just basic business mathematics that's I feel we in the vacation rental industry should be more aware of.
Yeah, that is fabulous. What a great idea. I know I've got my winter booked at one of my places for 3 months just because I sent a couple texts, you know? So we know it works. We just don't always do it, for various reasons. Either we didn't, like keep their numbers, we don't know how to keep their numbers, we don't have a good, like mechanism to do it. So that's where Air Deals IO comes in. So do you want to share with us kind of how it works, how easy it is, and the costs and stuff of that?
Sure. Let me just share my screen. So I will show you already our platform. So guys, if you want to actually find our platform, just go to airdeal.io. It has a few nice videos that you can watch that explains how everything works. Um, But maybe I'll explain you how you can collect emails, and I'll explain you how you can actually use those emails. So basically, there are two ways how you can collect emails without doing a lot of work. So one typical way is for those of you guys that have a direct booking website and are using a PMS, you can just basically come to settings, and you can connect your property management system that you already are using, like Logify or Hostaway, and we will just import all of the emails and phone numbers of all of your past guests. And whenever you guys have a new contact of someone who visits, we will automatically import them. And basically, you don't have to do any work. You can just lay back, and all of those contacts will be saved in your contact database. So important thing to note here is that some of the big monopolies like Booking.com or Airbnb, they are not sharing this data with anyone. So you will not get this data automatically for indirect bookings, but you will get it automatically for direct bookings. So that's we have come up with another way how you can actually gather these contacts, and it is called sign-up links. So imagine a situation, you have a guest, and you want to collect this guest's phone number and their email, even though they haven't booked directly. So you can just create something like this that says either sign up for a newsletter, or you could say get a 20% discount when you stay with us next time. And you can just create a new link that these people can open, and they can input their data in exchange for some goodie. And for example, and you can just print it out and leave it inside your property, and people can scan this, and they can leave their details. And it doesn't have to be a newsletter. You could, for example, provide people with house manual. You could provide discounts at local partners. For example, some of you guys I know have cool restaurants nearby. So you can use a lot of different tactics how actually collect some of these contacts. So in general, you can watch a webinar that we have on our website that talks about all these tactics that you can, how you can use these sign up links. So I would encourage all of you guys to check it out.
You sure made that look easy.
Well, that's the thing. You actually have it takes like 2-3 minutes to create a sign up link. And then in your daily life, you just have to send it to people, maybe in a WhatsApp or in a text message, and say, hey, before you visit, if you want to download House Manual, click on this link. And then people will click on the link, and they will provide their data, and it will be automatically saved in the database together with their consent. Basically, you want to be building this database for a long time. And the more contacts you have in the database, the better. Actually, in the marketing industry, that's a big consideration. When you, for example, buy another company, one of the typical questions you ask is how many emails they have in their email marketing database. And the more, the better.
Nice.
And what you can do is to all of these contacts in your database, you can send regular campaigns. I will just create a new campaign. And this can be a simple text message. For example, you can send it from your phone number, or you can set it, or you can send an email. And it could be something like, what I encourage people to do is to actually look at their occupancy rate at different parts of the year. And typically what you guys will see is there will be some part of the year where you guys are struggling to get bookings. And that's normal. That's the case for every vacation rental we've worked with. So you need to come up with some of these tactics. And again, I would encourage you guys to watch the webinar, because there we go in more detail to address some of these imbalances. So let's say you guys are struggling with filling up your property during autumn. That would be a typical thing that happens. So you could come up with something like experience. Suzanne, what's the name of your vacation rental?
You can use experience privacy in the palms.
Okay, privacy in the palms. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. So then you can select the audience from your email database. They could be everyone. It could be everyone who has booked directly. You could exclude problematic guests, for example, someone who was noisy, or you don't, or you could
Nice.
only target couples. And you can choose this audience. And then, guys, we have prepared a list of several templates that you guys can use basically that you can use. So here's a typical template. 1 second, it's going to load. So here it's experience winter at Liberty Inn. That's just a template. See, there's some crazy pictures. But basically, you can choose different texts and different images that actually will motivate people to visit you during autumn or during winter. And even if you guys don't want to use some of our templates, we're now working on a new feature where we will actually use AI to generate this stuff for you. This is something that you have to just discuss after you have registered with us, guys. And that's it. And you can select this template and you can send it out. So it takes 3 minutes to create a sign-up link that you can send to people. And I would say it takes 10 minutes to come up with amazing email campaign. And I would say it takes 2 minutes to come up with an amazing text message campaign. And really, guys, this stuff works. Like, just to give you an example of one of our guests, one of our vacation rentals, he doesn't have many contacts. He has, I think, 300 contacts. And he had an empty weekend. So it's not great. He has an empty weekend. He wants to fill it out with bookings. He says he sent out a text message saying, hey, we have a special offer. Next weekend, you can stay at our place, enjoy winter and sauna with 20% discount. And yes, he is providing a discount, but it's still much better to fill out that capacity. And he managed to get 1 booking on that weekend, and he managed to get 2 bookings in the future by just sending out this text message. And imagine if every booking we're talking about $400 or we're talking about $600, really depends on your vacation rental. That's great return. So that's all there is to it, Suzanne. This really is how this works.
Yeah.
There's a lot of small things we can talk about, how you can export contacts from spreadsheet or from your mobile phone. But this is basically how AirDeal.io works.
That's great. And you definitely made it look easy. So I know I will be creating a sign up link here real soon for myself because I love how you can, like I could use that with my Instagram and do an Instagram post that's like, click the link in my bio to sign up for it's blah, 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 and get this percentage off your next stay. So I love it. I can't wait to start using it. Like I know I've started using it a little already, but you made it look so easy that it won't take long for me to create that sign up link. So I love it. So
There are a
how
lot
do
of
people go
Yeah,
ahead?
sorry, go ahead. There are a lot of tactics that you can use. So you mentioned one tactic for sign up links. Another underappreciated tactic is sometimes people call you and they say, hey, Suzanne, can I stay next weekend? You're like, sorry, we're fully booked. It's not possible. But you can say, but if you want to stay in touch, we have a newsletter, and you can send them a link and say, sign up for a newsletter. And then even though the person didn't book with you, you still add them to your contact database. And the good thing that people sometimes don't realize is everyone who has stayed with you, or anyone who has reached out to you, or anyone who is following you on social media is a warm link. It's not it's not a person on social media who has never heard about you and sees your Facebook ad. It's someone who is aware of you. He's already closer to a state of mind where he's willing to buy and to stay at your vacation rental.
Awesome. Okay. So how do people tell me what the best website address is for people to find AirDeal.io? Tell us that first.
So the best way to find us is to go to airdeal.io. And there you will see our website. Here you will be able to watch a webinar where actually I go into much more detail in how to make sign-up links, how to create campaigns. And here, by clicking either this button or clicking this button, you will be able to register and actually create your account.
Awesome. And tell us about the pricing a little bit.
Sure. So we think, I'll show you the pricing. We basically think that people should be able to start using this tool for free, even if they don't have any contacts yet. And basically, you will start getting business benefits from this tool once you have at least 100 contacts. So typically, you can use our tool for free until you have 100 contacts. And then afterwards, there's a small monthly fee of $15 a month. So the more contacts you have, the larger the monthly price will be. But basically, it is linked to the business benefit that you can get out of your contact database.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you sharing this with us today. And we will make sure that we start directing people over to AirDeal.io because I definitely think it can be a fabulous tool for a lot of vacation rental hosts. So I have one more question for you though, Martins.
Of
So you
course.
said you've been helping your brother with the vacation rental that he has or the business that he has. So if you had the ability to share one piece of advice with a vacation rental owner, other than using AirDeal.io, what would
Of
your
course.
best piece of advice be to a vacation rental owner?
I think what some vacation rental hosts don't appreciate is word of mouth is extremely strong when we're talking about guests. And the way you get word of mouth, the minimal requirement for getting positive word of mouth is providing an excellent experience. But really what you want for you become, if you want to call it that way, viral, is you need to have something that's a bit unusual. Maybe a welcome gift that's a little bit unusual. Maybe a pillow somewhere that's a little bit unusual. So you want some sort of talking point that is interesting that people can share on Instagram, or maybe they want to share it with their friends. So that's something that's, I think, really valuable for word of mouth, but also imagine it could be valuable for social media, for example, when you actually create content. So I would encourage everyone to think about what that one unusual but also cool thing could be.
Sure, I love it. So think about what that one cool thing would be that you could offer your guests, and then that word of mouth is definitely fabulous. Hopefully they have a good experience and then they tell their friends and their friends tell their friends. So thank you for that advice and just for that general knowledge that you've had today, and so much for creating AirDeal.io so that we can all start to use that and hopefully get more of those repeat bookings or just direct bookings in the first place by using that nice sign up link. So any last words of wisdom or advice before we end today?
Just keep doing what you're doing, guys. We've been working with a lot of vacation rentals now, and I'm just really amazed by how many different types of people end up running vacation rentals. And
Sure.
just continue to be hostable and continue doing what you are doing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it.